Hello and welcome back to Color Me Truth Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at your aura. So I'm going to be picking the colors from this little angel box here and seeing what colors are most prominent in your aura. And then I'm going to be using tarot to further look how these colors are influencing and impacting your life. As always, all my personal information is in the description box below. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you feel called to 2 piles or all 3 piles, please feel free to pick all 3 piles. There may be a message in each pile for you. And let's get started. So this is pile 1 with this raw smoky quartz. This is pile 2 with the raw clear quartz. And this is pile 3 with the tiger's eye. Okay, so please get settled, guys. Close your eyes, take 3 grounding breaths. Do what you need to ground yourself and tap into your own intuition. And then you can ask spirit to yourself in your mind's eye or quietly to yourself, what colors are in my aura and how are these impacting and influencing me in my life? So I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile 1 with the raw smoky quartz, and I will see you guys there for pile 1. Also, excuse any outside noise. Hello to the beautiful souls for pile 1 who chose the raw smoky quartz. So before we get into the tarot, let's see what colors are in your aura, the most prominent colors in your aura with this angel box. So spirit, please, for pile 1, what colors are most prominent in their aura? For pile 1, what colors are in their aura? So after we gave it a good shake, let's see what colors are coming out. I'm immediately hearing 2 in my mind, so I think there's 2 colors that are prominent for you guys. So we got that one, and we got this one. Oh, I'm hearing one more. So okay. So we get violet, guys. So you guys are probably spiritual. We have gold. Wow. And we have white. Oh my God. So you guys are very, very spiritual. Okay, so looking at my little cheat sheet here that I have. So violet pertains to the crown, pineal gland, and nervous system. It is the most sensitive of colors in the aura. It's intuitive, visionary, and reveals psychic power, someone who's magical and artistic. So that's violet. And then for gold, it says pertains to divine protection and enlightenment. Someone with this aura is encased in divine guidance and has wisdom, inner peace, intuition, and spiritual thinking. And for white, it pertains to reflecting other energy and protection. It can signal a new energy in the aura, truth, purity, angelic qualities, and a healthy individual. If there are flashes or sparkles of white light, angels are near. So you guys are definitely divinely protected and watched over, and you have very much angelic qualities, very psychic and intuitive and connected to the divine, connected to source energy for sure. So those are the colors that Spirit really wanted to bring to your attention that are in your aura. Now let's see how these colors are impacting you and influencing your life. So we have door to personal healing and happiness. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Some of you guys may feel very connected to Archangel Michael, and that's just confirmation right there. We have contract. Healer of the ages. So again, as I was saying, you guys are very, very spiritual, natural healers. And as I was taking out this contract card, I heard contract broken. So I don't know if you guys have been, dealing with a relationship that's been hard, but I'm hearing that you don't have to hold that burden. Maybe you can call on Archangel Michael to help you with dealing with this relationship contract, if any of you resonate with that. We have King of Swords, Page of Swords, Death, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Something with your family life may be feeling off or weird because the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse. Or you may be feeling weird about money issues regarding your family. I'm just hearing Spirit knows this and they're taking care of it. They're helping with the matter. And with the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, it's almost like, though your soul knows and is very intelligent, very wise, it's almost like you don't trust yourself enough, and so you feel like the Page of Swords, but in fact you are the King of Swords. So continuing with the reading, how are these aura colors affecting your life? Well, again, first of all, I'm really drawn to the Healer of Ages. I think you guys, again, you're just very, very divine. I keep hearing master or some kind of great teacher, great healer. So in other lives, you may have been, really great masters, great teachers. And I think you still have this in you to this day. You may have a natural inclination to want to teach, to heal, to work in some type of career field that involves spirituality. You're very, very connected to the divine. I'm hearing that you guys are also alchemists. You can create anything you want. You can work really well with the law of manifestation. And I'm hearing as you do that, you create your own happiness, your own health, your own abundance in life. With this rainbow here, you guys are definitely receive a lot of signs from the universe, and I just keep feeling highly protected with this rainbow. It's like, after every storm, there's that beautiful rainbow in the sky, and no matter what storms you may be going through in life, Spirit is always there. They're always watching over you and helping you, and they will always bring, that rainbow. It's like they'll bring a message or a sign no matter what you're going through to remind you that it's all okay and that everything is happening for a greater purpose, and that again it's all okay, and that it's not as bad or as dark as you think it is. For whatever reason with this Archangel Michael card, I think I'm getting two messages: that you guys are a lot stronger than sometimes you believe in yourself to be, right? You're connected to the angels, you're connected to that angelic realm, and if you want to communicate, they're very open to that. But I'm also connected to this sword that Archangel Michael is holding. Again, I think there's something you feel, it's almost like sometimes, especially with somebody who's so spiritual, right? We're sensitive to energies. We can be very empathic, very brought down or hurt by the energies that are here in the 3D world. And I almost feel like Archangel Michael is, with this sword, it's like he's telling you to pick up your sword, pick up your power, and cut off those things that aren't serving you. Let them go. It's like you don't deserve to be put down or pulled down or, just kind of regressed to this level, to this energy. You guys really need to remind yourself how powerful and strong you are, and that you don't need to carry unnecessary burdens. You're here to do a lot of good in the world, a lot of good in the world. But you can't do that if you're constantly being bombarded and you can't do that if you're constantly being not only bombarded, but accepting the energies that don't serve you, right? Making other people's problems your own, or just taking things too seriously that are not supposed to be your problems. There has to be boundaries for you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Boundaries. You need to create boundaries for yourself, because those with very angelic qualities or feel very connected to Spirit, you're living from this realm, this place of unconditional love, and it's great. But if you don't protect yourself, if you don't have boundaries with other people, especially those who carry a lot of maybe darker, heavier energies, it can really mess with you, and nobody wants to go through that. You'll be in a lot of turmoil. You start thinking weird thoughts. You start not feeling yourself. And so Archangel Michael is here to tell you that you do have the power to cut this off and create boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first. And yeah, again, with the contract card, we have 6. 6 for me always represents balance as well as relationships. So I don't know if there's a relationship in your life that's kind of giving you issues, but I think Spirit is kind of saying, especially with this blindfold, like it's time to not solve it with your own eyes or your own, or maybe it's like you're not seeing the relationship clearly. It's something about like you're not seeing it clearly, and so maybe go into meditation or try to connect with Spirit to see how the issue can be resolved. But I do feel this is about a relationship or something in your life. It just feels like there's something burdening you, and you have the power to release this contract, or you have the ability to let go of whatever this thing is that's holding you down, because these aren't on equal footing. You can see one of these things is lower than the other one, so it's like it's almost holding you down or holding you back. Whatever this thing is, you would know best, but it's important to release that contract, or release that thing, whatever it is in your life. And I'm also really drawn to this white outfit that this person is wearing. Again, I feel like this just represents you guys. You're spotless, pure, and again, as I said before, very angelic. You're just very, very loving, very kind, and you're like a channel for the divine. You guys live from your heart. You live from from love. And it's so funny because we have 6 on this card. I don't know if you can see that. We have 6 on this card, and then we have 51, which is 5 plus 1, which is 6. You guys may see 6 a lot, like 666, or 6 is a lot. You may be a life path 6. But I think, again, Spirit is just saying, like, I think also, again, what Spirit is saying is, like, you guys also need balance in your life. Because 6 for me also represents balance. So, for you guys, it's really important to have a routine or have something that you can do every day, because you can get very, as I was mentioning before, very brought down, regressed from the world. It's so heavy in the 3D, in this 3D plane. It's so heavy on earth. There's so much duality here that you can feel like, you can just feel really low sometimes. And so it's important for you guys to really nurture your energy and to really come back and connect to Spirit. Because, you guys do have a big purpose. I feel that. I feel like you guys are meant to do a lot of big things here. Almost like connect people back to their heart, connect people back to the divine. A lot of people live, in such a harsh mindset, such a negative mindset, because they're not living from their heart. They're living from their intellect. They're living from reason. They're living from what the world is telling them. But you guys know better. You guys know that this isn't true reality. You know that, and you're living from that space. And that's why you're the best people here to give that message, to connect back to the divine. And you can see the light emanating from this man's hand. So again, healers, maybe you guys do reiki as well, but you're definitely healers. Your energy heals people. You guys may be currently going through some type of transformation, or you have gone through a transformation. I think you guys will always be going through transformation in life, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think this is something that your soul wanted to experience. I think you're always going to be growing. You're always going to be going through things in life. It doesn't necessarily mean bad, but you guys are always going to be transforming. I think that's just part of your journey, part of your path in life. And I think it's really important for you guys to embrace that, you're always going to be experiencing and transforming yourselves and growing closer and closer into who you really are, which is an expression of the divine. And it's not like it's anything bad is happening to you, but I think it can feel like that sometimes from an outsider's perspective. You can almost feel like, why am I going through this? Why is this happening? But at a deep, deep level, it's not to hurt you. It's really for your soul to grow, which is the purpose for all of us, is to grow and to better ourselves. Also, with this door to personal healing and happiness, not only do you guys help heal others, but you really know how to heal yourself. You really know how to, leave kind of all this craziness of the world that these branches are representing for me and these leaves are representing for me. and open the door and like kind of come into the door of your heart and come into the peace of, the peace of your heart, the peace of spirit. It's like you have this ability to leave the world and almost check out and come into your heart and then go back into the world. You know how to recharge yourself. And so this is, again, like I was saying, this is very important because you guys do need to have a connection to spirit in order to really not only exist here, but to thrive as well. Because for you, I'm feeling like if you're not connected to spirit, you just feel really off. You don't feel yourself. You don't feel, you just don't feel like you're operating at your best. You guys are very, very connected, and you need to feel that connection to, to God, to spirit, to the universe, as often as you can. It has to be like a daily thing for you guys. But yeah, you guys are definitely the psychics and the mystics of the world. You're here to teach. You're here to bring messages of love and light to people. I think you're also here to help other people break their contracts, right? Break contracts that they think they have to stay in, because you're going to be able to break your own contracts. You're going to be able to become strong enough to really become this healer of the ages, that you're going to help a lot of people break their contracts, to really take the blindfold off of their own eyes and see the truth. And I'm hearing with this death card, you guys are the ones that rise from the dead. So no matter what you go through, each transformation, each death cycle really brings you back stronger. It makes you tougher, and each time you're going to gain wisdom. Right? You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining more and more truth. You're gaining more and more power to support yourself with and to create these boundaries. But I feel like this sword represents your wisdom. You're transforming from this Page of Swords into this King of Swords. And it's like, even though at the soul level, you are this King of Swords, you have all this wisdom. In this physical 3D human experience, you're moving from this Page of Swords to this King of Swords. Someone that's going to be very well respected in life. Someone who people are going to go to for advice, for knowledge. You guys are going to become like masters at something very particular, and people are going to come to you for that. And I think that's why you have a lot of these transformations, a lot of these deaths, like these, almost the phoenix, right? Dying and then being reborn, dying and then being reborn into better and better and better versions of yourself. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles here, usually representing generations and stuff like that. I think for you guys, also, you might have always kind of questioned why you were, like, you may feel very different from your family, or feel like you've always questioned, like, why was I born into the family I was born into, or why am I so different, or why am I so this or that. And I think this is a card that represents that. It's like, it's almost like you question, your family, you question your ancestral line, you question, again, why you are so much of an alien in your own family. Again, this is only for those who resonate with that. And I think Spirit is saying, because you have such a different path, and it is hard, right? They're acknowledging that. And I think Archangel Michael is acknowledging that too. It's going to take strength. I mean, look at all these abs on his abdomen, right? Abs like that don't come overnight. They take time. It takes time to develop abs like that. So it's going to take time for you to see the results, right? Or to see the result of why you are so different. But it's so worth it. You are special and an individual, and you're so unique for a reason. And you're going to look back on all this stuff and you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is why. Maybe you guys are teaching your family how to be different, or how to live a different way. And it may be very, very hard. And Spirit is acknowledging that. You've been doing such good work. Please don't be hard on yourself. Please, don't get sad over it. It is hard to be, the only person in your family sometimes who's like you. You feel very misunderstood, and you just feel like an outsider. But it's for a reason. That's all I can tell you, because that's what I'm getting. It's for a reason. Just continue to support yourself and be your own pillar of strength. And, also count on your guides, because they are supporting you 120%. They are with you. You guys may also be like very intellectual because of all the swords I'm seeing here. Like you guys are very, very smart too. Like you may have always been done really good in school. You're just very, very smart. Or you may like just know a lot of facts about many different things. I'm also seeing with the Page of Swords, like your head is in the clouds. So very dreamy as well. Okay, so that's all I'm getting for your pile. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to move on to pile 2. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose the raw clear quartz crystal. Let's see what colors are in your aura, as well as how they're influencing and impacting in your life. So let's choose your colors. Spirit for pile 2. What are the prominent colors in their aura? Spirit for pile 2. What are the prominent colors in their aura? Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, so we get blue, we get red, and lavender. I'm sure none of you guys thought lavender was the color in your aura, but it is. So, reading from my little cheat sheet here. So for lavender being in your aura, this color denotes vision, imagination, and daydreaming. You guys also got red, so red represents usually a healthy ego, as well as somebody who's strong-willed, grounded, realistic, someone who's powerful, sensual, passionate, energetic, can be competitive. It can also represent somebody who's very much connected to the earth and being here, and who likes the material things of earth. You guys also got blue, so this represents somebody who's cool, calm, and collected, someone who's caring, loving, sensitive, and intuitive as well. And somebody who's spiritual, truthful, peaceful, open to new opportunities. Okay, so those are your colors most prominent in your aura that Spirit wanted to bring out today. It was lavender, red, and blue. Now let's see what the cards have to say about this. So we have wisdom, triumph, disruption, sacrifice, transformation, Knight of Swords, 5 of Wands, the Empress, 8 of Wands, and Knight of Cups. Okay, I usually don't read like this with the cards directly under, but I don't know. Okay, so blue, red, and lavender. What are these aura colors telling you? Okay, I'm really attracted to the disruption card, and then we have the Empress underneath. I almost feel like it's almost like you may feel like things are going out of your control, or you may be feeling erratic, or just kind of, I don't know, just not yourself maybe. And it's almost like the Empress card is here to tell you that everything's okay. Though you may be feeling weird, or things happening in your life may be going like off rocker, this Empress card is here to tell you that it's all okay. Everything's happening as it's supposed to be. And though you can't see the big picture right now, just trust, because it's all going to work out. I'm seeing with this kind of clear wand in her hand that she's holding, It's like the plan is clear. There's a crystal clear plan in place that, like, because it's sitting because it's right next to the stars, like the crown of stars on our head, it's like there's a plan in place that spirit knows about that you don't know about. And so you can't understand why this is going on, why maybe certain relationships are breaking down, or maybe why certain things in your life aren't happening as you would want them to. But they're really asking you to trust, or spirit's really asking you to trust with this card. I'm also getting with the Empress card that you're very, very creative. But again, with the disruption, it's almost like you doubt yourself. Like you won't let yourself go all the way out there, but you're very, very creative. Or maybe you even have put yourself out there, but because you haven't seen it take off as well as you would have liked, you doubt it, right? You doubt that it's ever going to make or become anything big. And I'm just hearing hold on, hold on. So have patience and continue to persevere and push forward and whatever this thing is. Because there's something within you that's like, it's like very creative that you're creating, like you're a creator. Maybe you guys are very artistic, but there's something about you that you're putting out there into the world, or you've been wanting to, but you doubt it, so you don't, or you have been putting it out there, but then you get doubtful because it's not becoming something. I'm almost hearing give it up to God, leave it in the hands of the divine, because they got you, and they're really making sure that things are working out, but it has to happen in its own kind of divine timing. With the Triumph card and these 5 of Wands underneath, it's taken a lot for you. You guys have been through a lot. You guys have been through a lot of, I don't know if it's just other people like being annoying or whatever. You've been through stressful relationships. You've been through stressful times, stressful experiences, hard experiences in life. You've always felt like you've had to battle people. Like it's like, oh, all this, you're always trying to, it's like you're always fighting with people, or not like necessarily fighting, but it's like, it's almost like you against the world. And you've really had this, it's like you've just always been in this energy where it was always tough. Like you've always had to really do all this extra stuff to just get by. And I don't know how to really explain this, but it's like you guys have always had to push against the grain almost in life, right? It was almost like it was never easy for you. Like you always had to struggle for stuff. And I think Spirit is definitely confirming that for you guys. Like you've always had to work hard and push against other people and like almost fight for yourself, fight to be heard, fight to be recognized, fight to be accepted. And what I'm hearing as well is, yes, you've had to fight, yes, you've had to do this, but it's not been in vain. It's like all these things that you've gone through have really developed your character, have developed who you are, have developed what you tolerate now, have developed how you go out into the world, the boundaries that you have, the way you see yourself. And because of that, it's molded you, or it is molding you, if you're still going through this, into somebody who can only triumph, into somebody who can only be victorious, who can only win. It's like you've been put down and shot down. You've not had the easiest route in life. You've not had the easiest way in life. You've had to go through these hard things, but it's because now you can only be victorious. You can only be triumphant. You can only be the winner, right? There is no losses for you. There is no, oh, maybe I'll take, that second role. No, you're the first, you're the first role. You're the first part. You're that person that's going to win in life. Because you know what it's like to have to push and push and push and push and push. That now you're just the person that wins. You're the person that gets what they want. You're the person that's victorious. You're the person that succeeds. And I can't help but be attracted to this red color, right? It's because of this kind of root chakra energy, this red energy that tells you it's that strong will that you guys have. That because you've kept pushing, you've kept moving no matter what it was. It's like no matter how many times you felt you were stuck in the mud, you just kept going, you kept rising. So this strong will is what's going to give you the things that you want in life, and is what's going to make you a success in life, because you keep striving forward. You don't give up. with this sacrifice card, I'm really drawn to the fact that the rainbow pretty much touches her, like the side of her head. And I think this represents that lavender aspect in your aura, that you guys are daydreamers, that you guys, you know, because of the difficulties you went through, you know, you may be in your, you know, this kind of daydream land a lot. You may go into your mind and create all these fantasies in this life that you want, right? Because you feel like you've always been sacrificing and struggling and going through all this hardship, and Spirit recognizes that. And they want you to know that these daydreams that you've been doing, though they may seem like very fantasy-like and like they almost like they won't happen, they are. Like, you're creating the life you want by your mind, by your feelings, by your emotions. And this fact that you have not given up, but you've kept pushing forward, you've kept holding a vision for yourself, you're going to get what you want. And Spirit is confirming that with this rainbow right here. It's like you've kept on the up and up despite everything that's happened to you, despite all your transformations. You've kept pushing forward. And that's why you're creating this beautiful life, but it's not just your head is in the clouds. Like, you're really creating something wonderful for yourself. Something tangible for yourself. And we have the Eight of Wands right underneath that. So this is happening quicker than you think, even, more than you could possibly believe. This is change that's happening for you guys, change that you absolutely deserve. It's like you've always felt you deserved more in life, a better life. And you were always like stuck, like it's like this feeling like you're stuck in the mud, or just things weren't happening as you want. Maybe there was a lesson in there for you. But what I can tell you now is you're moving forward. Change is happening. Change is happening now. Because you are willing to transform yourself almost from this kind of this farce of who you are, or this mask that you were wearing before, because you're willing to transform. Spirit is offering you something. Spirit is offering you this cup of your heart's desire, whatever that is for you guys, whether it's love, abundance, maybe a career doing your passion, whatever that is. This is like a wish fulfillment. Whatever you wanted, Spirit is offering it to you now. They're coming and offering this thing to you because you've transformed, because you were strong-willed, because you continued in it no matter what. And you were able to take on your lesson, take on whatever you had to learn. And you took it on with a brave heart, with a brave face. Then here we have Knight of Swords and Wisdom in reverse. I almost feel with this card, first of all, you guys are very wise, I think, and you're very intelligent as well. And I think with the Wisdom card in reverse, it's like you've been feeling in the dark for a lot of, I feel like you guys have been feeling in the dark in regards to spirit, or just in the dark with life. Like you may be feeling a little lost, like you don't know, as I was mentioning with the Disruption card and the Empress card, right? Feeling lost or feeling like a little confused, don't know where things are going. And I think this Knight of Swords card is telling you that you're not going to be feeling lost for very long. You're not going to be feeling confused for very long. You're not going to be feeling in the dark for very long. Something's coming to you guys, like a truth, an understanding, whatever it is. This understanding is really going to clear out the clouds in the sky. It's going to make that clarity come through, that understanding come through for you, so that you will know, oh my God, this is what I've been needing. This is the message that I've needed to hear. It's coming for you guys. And I think it's so funny, or not funny, but interesting how even though she's in this mud, right? Like her clothes are still like white. I think it just goes to show that like no matter what you go through in life, you guys are still divine. You guys understand that you're still a spiritual being. You're still pure. Nothing is going to spot you. You guys are spotless. And in your heart of hearts, you know that. No matter what you experience, it's not going to, it won't break you down completely. You guys just can't be broken. You can't be broken, and you're just going to triumph and win everything. right? Because you've been through such a dark past or a hard past that you can't have anything but success now. You guys are the type to dig in your heels and just push through. And that's exactly what you've done, and you're being rewarded for that. So that's all I'm getting, guys, for your messages. So again, this kind of makes sense with your colors, right? With the red being strong-willed and just grounded and pushing forward in life no matter what's going on. Having that blue card, you know, that despite everything that's happening, you're still able to maintain a certain level of not only peace, but, you know, being kind to other people, still trusting in the process, still hoping that things are going to work out. And then you have this lavender card, you know, having this vision, a better vision for your life, and keeping pushing forward, you know, having these daydreams and knowing that they're not just daydreams for the sake of daydreams, but that you're creating and you're holding this life for yourself in your mind and in your dreams. Again, so that's all I'm getting for your message. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it resonated, and I'll see you guys in the next tarot pick a card. I'm going to move on to pile 3. Hello to the beautiful souls who chose pile 3 with this Tiger's Eye crystal. Let's see what colors are most prominent in your aura. So Spirit, for pile 3, what colors are most prominent in their aura, please? Pile 3, what colors are most prominent in their aura, please? Okay. Ooh, so we get indigo as our first one. Wow. Turquoise. And Magneta. So you guys are very, you guys are very, very, very much a nonconformist. You're very much your own person off the bat, I can tell. Okay, so I'm going to look at my little cheat sheet here. So turquoise is somebody who's sensitive, compassionate, that of a healer or a therapist. We have indigo. So indigo represents the third eye and pituitary gland. It's the color of deep feeling, intuition, and sensitivity. And then we have Magneta, which Magneta, I can't find my paper necessarily, but I did review Magneta, and Magneta is somebody who's very unorthodox. They're a nonconformist. They're somebody who is their own person. They're very original. They're a mix between blue and red, I believe, and so it's somebody who is strong-willed, who's determined to go after what they want, but somebody who's also, again, very calm, cool, collected, very much the energy of a healer, somebody who speaks their truth, who just is who they are. So Magneta is somebody is an energy of somebody, as well as a color of somebody who's very much themselves. They're authentic. They go against the status quo. You guys may also resonate with being like star seeds or just being your own person. You like to follow the beat of your own drum, and you know, you guys may be visionaries as well and have your own ideas for how you want to do things. You don't like listening to other people. Not that you don't like take advice, but it's like you don't like listening to people who are very authoritative and domineering. Like if someone tells you something and points their finger at you, you're less likely to respect them and listen to them than somebody who's more open-minded and you know, will tell you something, but they're not forcing their opinion on you because you don't believe in that. Okay, so now let's see what Tarot has to say regarding this. So we have Destiny. We have Moving On. We have Mental Conflict in reverse. We have Awareness. So yeah, that makes sense with you guys. I just heard Cosmic. So you guys may be like very much into like aliens or, you know, just the universe and like stars and like, you know, the night sky, things like that. We have Truth. With this card, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like you guys aren't interested in like the world's truth. You're interested in your own personal truth, and that's what you stand by. So kudos to you guys. We have fifth chakra Archangel Gabriel, so that represents your throat chakra. We have hostilities, door to spirit, and we have community. So wow, great cards. Okay. I do feel like you guys are in charge of your own destiny. You know, you have your own plan for your life, and you really don't care what people say about it. Like, it may affect you, obviously it affects us at a certain level, but I think in your own core, in your own heart, because this woman is pointing to her heart, you guys have your own vision and your own truth for your own life and the direction you want to go in, and you really try not to care about what other people think about you or what they say about you. You know what I mean? Like, you're very much following the beat of your own drum, as I said before, and there's a lot of purple, you know, surrounding this. So you guys are really connected to spirit, and you try not to be bothered with other people and the way their life goes or what they think about life. It's like, you're the type of people that'll say, yeah, that's your life and that's the way you want to live your life. That's the route and path you want to go. You want to live according to the status quo. That's good for you. You're the type of person that's like, I want to do my own thing in life, you know, and yeah, it may be far-fetched and it may sound crazy to you, but I want to do it anyway. I don't want to do the 9 to 5, or I don't want to go to school even and do this. I want to do my own thing, and you know you can do it, and you know you can succeed. And I think that's because you guys are so connected to spirit as well. You have such a great awareness of that, and that there's a greater plan for you as well, that you can just you can just kind of throw everything or throw caution to the wind and follow your heart's desire, follow what you want to do. Like, for you guys, you know it'll all work out. It's just something deep within you tells you that. And no matter how constricting or limiting the world may no matter how constricting the world may seem or limiting the world may seem to you guys, you'll still continue to push forward in your own direction, right? You're going to leave kind of what people say you should do and move on into your own direction. Because it's like, you're not on other people's time, you're on your own time, you're on your own wavelength. I think for a lot of you guys with this community card, it's like you've had difficulty finding people who resonate with you, because you guys are so individual and so unique and so special and so wonderful that you've had a hard time to find this community. You've had a hard time to find people who are like you, and I think that's purposeful. I think if you guys had your own community, like, you wouldn't be as, and I'm not saying you'll never find people like this, I think you will. I just think you didn't have this community, especially when you're growing up, when you're a child, because you had to learn how to stand up on your own feet. You had to learn how to be your own pillar, your own strength. Because for you guys, I think you guys are going to be a voice for a lot of people. You're going to, I don't know if it's like a public speaker or something, but I just think, especially because we have this throat chakra here, throat chakra card here, you guys are really going to be a voice for a lot of people who feel different, who feel like they're unloved, that they're just different from the status quo, just like you are. And I think you're going to be a leader for these people, or a voice for these people. You're going to be an inspiration for these people. And you're going to really help them, right? Because of the things you've went through, and I think that in a way, it may seem very hard that you had to go through this, but I think it was to make you somebody who was so strong, that it's like, I don't need a community of people who think like me and who support me. I can do it on my own because I know spirit's got my back and I can push forward in life. I think actually too, you're going to be making your own community. I feel like rather than having this group of people that you like bump into randomly, I think you're going to create this community by what you put out into the world, by your voice, by the creations that you make. Like, let's say you're a YouTuber, for instance, and you started a channel, right? Your channel starts to get bigger and bigger and get more and more subscribers. And so you start to create your own community of like-minded individuals, and you become a leader and an inspiration and a voice for these people. But that's just an example, guys. Again, we have this hostilities card. So I think you guys have had to fight and really support yourself, stand up for yourself. You've probably gone through times of where you doubted yourself, where you maybe thought you were crazy, because it can be a lot when you feel like you're the only one who has this dream, who has this idea, who has this vision. But you've stood your ground, you know what I mean? And I think it's made you realize that you are stronger than what people give you credit for. And you're able to push forward and fight, you know, and protect your dreams, protect your desires, protect what you want for your future. And it's so beautiful because we have the door to spirit here. And you can see this bird, this white dove. And I mean, look at all the light that's just pushing through this door. You know, spirit is your ally, and they've been helping you 110% of the way. They're really, really supporting you to be your own person. That's the point. You are a unique expression of the universe, of God. So be yourself and continue to march to the beat of your own drum. You are completely, completely supported in this. And I think you know that as well. And though it's been tough, you know it's for a higher purpose than you. It's like you guys are going to be the way showers or the trendsetters for a lot of people. You know, maybe a lot of people who are just starting their spiritual awakening are going to look to you. You're going to be that voice that leads them. I don't know why I keep saying voice, but I just feel like you guys are speakers or something. Like you're very, very inspiring with the words you say and how you speak to people. And we have this mental conflict card in reverse. So I think as you, and it's so funny because we have it right above the hostility. So it's like as you continue to just not care what other people think and be yourself, right? And have your boundaries and kind of, I don't want to say fight people, but like kind of cut off the people that aren't supportive to you, right? You remove all this mental conflict, you remove all this mental chatter. And so you just have a straight shot to what you want to do in life. And you don't really listen to all these outside influences that tell you, oh, you're dreaming or you can't do it or whatever. It's like, that's your perspective. This is my perspective. I know what I want and I'm getting it. So congratulations to you guys. This is what your aura colors are, how they impact you and how they influence you, is they make you like a badass. They make you somebody who's just going after what they want. And if you don't believe this about yourself, start to believe it, you know what I mean? Because you have all the power, all the ability to do this. I mean, you guys have indigo, turquoise, and magenta. I mean, magenta is such a cool, unique color, right? It's not a color that everybody has. Indigo is a really cool color too, and it's a color that makes you somebody who's intuitive and sensitive to these energies, somebody who's likely very psychic. So continue to be who you are and continue to push forward and continue to live according to your personal truths, because that is the way for you guys to not only manifest your dream life, but live in the kind of world you want to live in and be surrounded by the kind of people you want to be surrounded by. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next tarot pick a card. Bye for now.